What is going on, everybody? Today we have a special video. Whether or not this new MS 250 Stihl can outperform my old electric plug-in. Alright guys, you're probably wondering why I even need a chainsaw out here. I mean, I'm sure as you can see, there's lots of trees. The main reason is because we have a lot of ash trees on this property. Now the ash tree itself, beautiful hardwood, but unfortunately, there's an invasive species called the ash borer beetle from Asia, and at least in southwestern Ontario, it has just decimated the ash tree. They're all dead or dying. And so we have probably 20 ash trees on the property, some of which we've already taken down, but we have a couple ash trees that are well over 100 years old, so big, huge trees, and they're dying, and eventually they're gonna have to be taken down. So this old electric saw, as much as we've beat on it and just abused it, it stood the test of time. It does still work, but the motor's dying, and you know, the internals are starting to fade. So I figured it was time that we invest in something a little more serious. So that's why we came up with the MS 250 Stihl. I did do quite a bit of research. I was actually originally gonna buy a Husqvarna, but I saw a bunch of like terrible reviews online about, you know, homeowner niche saws, right? Like not the professional saws, but you know, and they're saw from, let's say, $300 to $500. I saw terrible reviews online. I'll actually put a couple on the screen. Just a disclaimer, I have nothing against Husqvarna. I was very neutral to both Stihl and Husqvarna. I just wanted a good saw. So I was looking at the 435 with the 16-inch bar, and it looked like here in Ontario, Rona had the most competitive pricing. For a $400 saw, you do expect to get some quality with that. Now, what kind of shocked me was that these reviews, now if you look, the quality and the value of the product were just ranked terribly. And then I dug in deeper into some of the personal reviews, and just very disappointed, people telling me not to buy the saw. And the base model 120 also had pretty terrible reviews as well. So at that point, it just really kind of freaked me out. So that's why I didn't go with Husqvarna, and I ended up going with Stihl. So at the end of the day, those reviews really made me think twice about buying a Husqvarna. And on top of that, Stihl was having sales on all their saws, so that made that decision pretty easy. I came to the conclusion that the Stihl MS 250 was probably the best bang for the buck. And not to mention, we have a pretty wicked Stihl dealer around the corner, Huron Tractors. Some of you may be asking, whoa, Alex, why didn't you go back, instead of a corded electric, why didn't you get a cordless electric saw? Well, to me, it comes down to price point. This saw was $399 plus tax, obviously. Mr. Trudeau has to take his cut. And if I was gonna buy a cordless battery saw, it would probably be Milwaukee, if not DeWalt. And in Canada, at least, those saws are starting anywhere from $400 to $500, you know, when you really count everything you want in there. And that's usually with one battery. And with the work that we're probably gonna have to do on this property, one battery, so we're probably gonna need two batteries, and the batteries are what's expensive. So
damn, boy.
You know, if this saw for $399, which absolutely rips, as I'll show you, I just didn't think the price point was there in terms of cordless saws. So anyways, guys, that's my 2 cents on why the MS250 Stihl was the saw of choice we needed. I don't know, let me know in the comments if you guys have different opinions, if you guys think this is a terrible saw. I don't know. But yeah, let's test them out. All right, guys, this is the log we're gonna be testing out the saws on. As you can see, I don't know, maybe 9-10 inches across. Pretty good sized log. We got a bunch of these just floating around the property, but this will be a good test to see if it was worth buying that Stihl. I think you'll see exactly why I did. Well, there you go, guys. Like I said, that was pretty terrible. Pretty big difference. I'll just let that say everything. Test number 2 for the electric versus gas chainsaw. Nothing crazy, just a nice little piece of wood, which should be more in the wheelhouse of the electric saw, so we'll see what happens. Well, guys, I think it's safe to say that the Stihl is a much better saw, but that's what you'd expect. So I'm just happy I bought a good saw that can handle the job. Let's go cut some trees down. Not a bad little view, eh guys? Not too shabby. Well guys, we had to cut the day a little short. Not too short, but just a little bit. I guess I lost a nut here on the bar somewhere out there, so not a big deal. I guess it just wasn't that tight. I had to go back to town anyways tomorrow, so I'll pick a couple extra up. And yeah, we can finish all our cutting. But you know what? At least you guys got to see me using the saw. You know, hopefully you guys got a good idea that it's a pretty solid saw. It's light, it's compact, feels like it's got lots of power. I wouldn't call it a farm saw or a firewood saw. I think you probably need a little bit bigger than that for those kind of things, but for someone who's got a every now and again an odd day of cutting, absolutely perfect. But yeah, no, sorry guys, I was hoping to get like a full review in for you guys, but gotta use the equipment right. Can't be cutting missing a bolt there. Doesn't she just fit right in with the ridge line? Oh, so sexy. Oh my god, look, she's so muddy. She's muddy because I took her mudding. Video link right here or somewhere. Check it out. So yeah guys, that's gonna wrap up the video for today. As always, if you liked the video, throw me a thumbs up. Maybe even think about subscribing. I got a lot more saw content coming for you, and I got a bunch of projects lined up that I just can't wait to do. And yeah, hopefully you guys stick around and enjoy. Anyways guys, with that, I'm out. See you later.